We present Ambridge Revisited by David Sheriff.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-da, dum-de-dum-de-da-da, dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-da, dum-de-diddly-da, dum-de-diddly-dum-de-diddly-dum-de-diddly-da.
D.I. Blackwood,
Yes, Superintendent.
we have a situation down in Ambridge.
Really? Seemed all right last time I was there. A bit out of touch, but...
People are refusing to leave their homes, talking to themselves, that sort of thing.
Not a crime, is it, Super? Talking to yourself?
No, but it's unhealthy. It can lead to a lot of dangerous thoughts.
Do you mean murder?
Don't speculate, Blackwood. But I'd like you to get down there and see what you can find.
Very good, Super.
The Bull at Ambridge. D.I. Blackwood finds Kenton Archer in the bar.
Anyone home?
Go away.
I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I can't talk to you. In fact, I can't talk to anybody.
Why's that, sir?
I'm in the middle of a soliloquy.
I see. Well, when you've finished, perhaps we could have a little chat?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Why not?
My whole life now is one long soliloquy. I think deep thoughts. Well, not that deep, actually. About my fellow human beings. I put those into words, and hey presto, we have 5 minutes of purest monologue. No hysteria, no interruptions, apart from you, that is. No head-to-heads with Jolene about whether we should or should not replace Eccles the Peacock. It's all up here, in the mind. It's a new dramatic genre.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that, sir.
About what?
About it being a new dramatic genre. It's been done a lot better before by people truly on the horns of a dilemma. For instance, now with the winter about discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York.
Yes, yes.
Or most famous of all, to be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind.
All right, that's enough.
Soliloquy is not really suited to an everyday story of country folk, is it, sir? Can you imagine a cowman or even a vet saying, "Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle towards my hand"?
Please.
Sorry, sir. The Force doesn't offer as much opportunity for amateur dramatics.
I wonder who Kenton's talking to at our front door. I shall go and see.
Oh, gosh. I have to leave you now.
I haven't finished my interview.
It's her turn, you see. Jolene's. I shall go and soliloquise elsewhere. I'd better go and draw up some barrels from the cellar before serving some virtual customers.
Daft as a blooming brush.
Ah, I see there is a stranger at the door. Oh, rather nice-looking policeman. Better looking than Harrison, anyway. I wonder if I can maybe speak to him. Well, not directly, of course, but with a bit of artifice. I wonder what that certain person at the door might want.
Hello.
Oh, no, you can't say hello.
Oh, good morning. No, I'll take that back. Oh, my fur and whiskers, what a fine morning it's turning out to be. I wonder whether that fair lady, the publican's wife, can give me some information vis-à-vis the state of affairs in the village. I'm getting the hang of this.
If that policeman were to ask me what is going on in Ambridge, I might have some very pertinent thoughts on the subject. Private thoughts, mind, the sort that you usually keep to yourself. But then, confronted by potentially months of living in a monologue, don't you sometimes want to break out and say, "For fuck's sake, can't we speak to each other?" I live with Kenton. I share the same bed with Kenton. But do we ever exchange a single word? Verboten. Not allowed. We're expected to address our thoughts exclusively to the audience. What's left of it?
I think I'm beginning to understand the situation. She can't speak to me, I can't speak to her. but I can sound off on anything I like as long as I address myself to thousands of listeners rather than to the person living next door. Or even in the same house. Brilliant. I'll tell the superintendent. Well, I won't tell him exactly. I'll voice my private thoughts into a telephone and magically convey them to him.
Hello, hello. Who have we here? A copper, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, it's Harrison, the village policeman.
Detective Inspector Blackwood. I wonder what he's doing on my patch.
Good morning, Harrison.
I wonder if this copper is aware
I wonder whether Harrison will point out to me
that we're in a dialogue-free zone.
that we're in a dialogue-free zone.
I think he's got the message. Perhaps he'll move on now.
I think I'll move on. Time I headed back to town, but first I'll go outside and telephone the superintendent.
I hope he'll mind how he goes.
Superintendent,
D.I. Blackwood.
Ambridge is in monologue mode. Only soliloquies are allowed.
Blackwood?
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt,
Enough.
thaw, and resolve itself
We haven't got time for that now.
upon the king.
Stay where you are. We're sending backup.
Let us our lives,
Blackwood?
our souls, our...
Blackwood!
You have been listening to Ambridge Revisited by David Sheriff, with Gregory Cox as the superintendent, Simon Brandon as D.I. Blackwood, Edmund Dane as Kenton, Liz Felton as Jolene, and Bradley Crease as Harrison. The show was directed by Lucy Appleby. No real archers were involved in this recording.